Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. This video is all about perfecting a trap to catch squash bugs. So I'm experimenting. This is just cardboard rolled up, tied off so it stays as a little cylinder, and then also just pieces of cardboard that I stacked on top of each other, tied off. You're gonna see in the video that I found squash bugs in here. And I'm in the process of really perfecting this design. And I thought instead of waiting, why don't I just put the video out now? You're gonna get a good sense of how these work. I've taken out 4 squash bugs that are sitting around my zucchini plant, and maybe you can help me figure out the best design. Now these are working. Getting them out of here was a little bit of a challenge. So trying to figure out how to do this, trap the squash bugs, and then remove them is the goal of what I'm gonna try and accomplish over this season. But I figured, you know what? Let's do this as a group. Maybe we can figure out something that really works. This is one of my zucchini plants, and the squash bugs are out and about. You can see the eggs right there. I've been working on ways to create a trap for them. So I am experimenting with some different cardboard designs and, trying to figure out what's going to work best. And then, well, here's one right there. So creating layers of cardboard that stays moist, when it rains or you water, a lot of the squash bugs will go in there. And part of the game of controlling them is really being able to find them and get rid of them. So I'm gonna keep working on these designs so that it's easy to kind of flip through and find potential squash bugs. Whatever one works best, you're gonna see it in a full video. This one's just a cylinder. And I don't know if you can see straight down the middle, but there are 2 squash bugs in there. And this design looks pretty good. I think, you do want bigger holes in there. And again, they are right there, it is. And I see 2 of them. So trying to figure out how to get rid of them is going to be part of the challenge, or get them out of the trap. There's the squash bug that came out. There's another one in there. It's also catching Rollie, Pollies, snails and slugs. Let's make sure we don't let this guy get away. And I'll just crush it. The other one is in there. So I'll be working on the design, but meanwhile, maybe you can give it a try. Trying to figure out what's the easiest way, not only to collect them, but then get them out of the trap. I didn't expect to make this video, but when I checked the squash bug traps, there were bugs in there. So I figured, you know what? Let me make it now. The footage may not be the best, but I have eggs from the squash bugs on my zucchini plants. Figure you probably do too. This is a great way to control them. I can't really say trap them, but it's collecting slugs too. The whole design, and here's another one right in there. The whole design is going to be about figuring out how I can get them out of there pretty easily. But, this is the 3rd one that I found. Let's get that one out of here. Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge, but there it is. So that's what I'll be thinking about. How to get them out of the cardboard so it's nice and easy to dispose of them. Might as well try the 4th trap, the 4th design. And I just rolled cardboard and then tied it closed. And because it's moist, and I've just seen the squash, there's another one right there. I've just seen them, crawl under stuff that I've left in my garden. So I thought, well, maybe if I make something out of cardboard, I can just find a nice, easy way to collect them. And you can see it right in there. And I'm just gonna, let's see if I can do this with the camera. We're gonna just reach in. I have it. And pull it out. And, oh, well, it's smashed already, but that's another squash bug. So that's 4 that I removed. So, the video is not quite done, but I may put this together and you're gonna see it, shortly. Maybe you can help me out. Try out these different designs. Basically, rolled the cardboard, tied it closed, leave it near the zucchini and squash. Other cases, I just did some, flat pieces of cardboard, tied them together. There's another one. Let's try the 5th one, see what's in there. So right now, they're collecting the roly-poly bugs, snails and slugs. And this one was sitting away from the squash bug. See if that's one in there. Well, it's not a squash bug. Not sure if you can see it in there, but that is another slug. So it does collect garden pests. Here are the two basic prototype designs. And again, it was just creating layers. This one ended up getting flattened out. Originally, I crumbled up the cardboard, tied it together, and this would be really hard, I think, to get in there and find the squash bug. So I'm not gonna probably continue with this one. I did find one in there. I also found 3 in these cylinders, and the cylinders work pretty well because there's nice pockets for them just to crawl into. I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of create a strap on here that I can click off, unroll this in a white bucket and just shake it out. And whatever squash bugs fall out, you know, I'll get rid of, and then I'll roll it back up, fix the strap, and then just put it back in there. I think cardboard works well because it does end up drying and it becomes, you know, firm again, but it also stays moist in the core, which is what they want. And that's what I found, is they liked going to places that were a bit damp. So the cardboard, I think, works for that. It doesn't look like it gets too beat up when it's wet. I can handle it, I can move it around. Probably want to get rid of that slug. But basic design, you know, see what you can come up with. Let me know how it goes. I pretty much just had the traps laying in there. I think for placement, and you can see that I did different sizes of cylinders too. I think that one's a little bit too big. I'll probably be going with that smaller design, but I would just put 2 in there. You definitely want to have an entry point, I think, you know, in all 4 corners of the base of the plant. Something like that, so that they can easily find the entrance. And that's how I'm going to set up the traps going forward now, kind of for experiment 2. Let me show you another place I'm putting these down. This is a yellowneck squash, a little beat up from all the rain. Just got hit with the water-soluble fertilizer. It should be fine. And please subscribe, check out my channel. I have over 2,000 gardening videos, and I will teach you how to grow food, save money, and really take care of problems that show up in your garden. So for this one, I'm just going to put both the traps like that. Check them, you know, probably in 2 days or so. And then over time, I will refine the design, and I think it'll be pretty easy to really open them up, get rid of the squash bugs that roll in there, or any other problematic pests. Anything that's good I can keep, but I think this design is going to work. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe. Help me perfect the squash bug trap that I'm working on. And I really decided, you know what, let me show the video now, because it did remove some of the squash bugs. That's the whole goal. And I hope you guys can help me kind of perfect the design for this. I already have eggs. If you see, you know, one leaf with eggs, you're gonna have other leaves with eggs. So you really do want to figure it out as soon as you can. And here's another one that just happens to be crawling around. So that is 5 killed today. And if the traps, you know, work this well and they're catching 4, 5, 6, you know, squash bugs every couple of days, it's really going to reduce the amount of eggs that are being laid on your zucchini plants, your squash plants, and your winter squash. So again, thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop. I sell tomato and pepper seeds there for $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50. And again, help me figure out how to perfect the squash bug trap. Thanks for watching.